Let's talk about gender. So, I talk a lot about sexuality and romantic orientation and sexual orientation. I talk a lot about those things. Something that I haven't talked a lot about is gender. And that's not by coincidence. I have stayed away from talking about gender, mostly, for all the time. Why did you stay away from talking about gender, Abby? Because I wasn't ready to talk about me and gender. And if you notice everything else, I talk about me and sexuality, me and romance. I wasn't ready to talk about me and gender. I think now's the time. I'm making the video, so it better be the time. I have been questioning my gender for years. Like a lot of years. Yeah. I would say that I've definitely questioned it since high school. I would say I've actively questioned it for the last 5 to 6 years. What do I mean by questioning it? So when I was turning 21, I started actively questioning things that I was feeling and how things made me feel. I don't know. I've never completely felt like a girl. I've never been like, I'm a girl. I mean, I have, because I am, but I am not, but I am. Over the past 5 years, I have identified myself as gender fluid. But only to some people. Only to some people. Gosh. So there is a handful of people that know that I've been identifying as gender fluid for a while. Close proximity. And let's be honest, I've dropped hints in my videos that I'm not exactly on the binary. At least I've tried to drop hints. Okay, so I am still questioning everything. Everything is a process. All of this is a process. Every single thing that has to do with identity and who you are is a process. Not even just LGBTQ related. Everything that is you is a process, okay? Okay. So yes, I have been actively identifying as gender fluid for 5 years, to some people. But I am still questioning everything, which is why I haven't really talked about it. But I thought talking about it could still be a good thing for you to hear and for me to say, so that's why I'm talking about it. Some of you might not even know what we're talking about. Okay, let's back up. What is gender fluid? Someone who identifies as gender fluid fluctuates between different genders. This could be from day to day, this could be from minute to minute, it just, month to month, it's a fluctuation of feeling who you are, what you are, how you are. Some days I feel like a girl. Some days I feel non-binary. Some days, I feel like a boy. That's weird saying that to a camera. I'm going to try to explain it. But it's very hard to explain if you just haven't felt it. The reason I feel like I identify with this is because some days I just don't feel right. All of me just feels wrong. It's kind of the same thing as not feeling right, Abby. Those are the best words that I have to describe the feeling. It's just, you're not you. And you can't be you if you don't feel like you. I remember one specific incident where I had to wear a dress for a thing, and it was wrong. Everything was wrong. I felt the most uncomfortable. I was like, can we just not be doing this right now? It's not that I'm a tomboy, and it's not that I like to wear t-shirts and denims instead of dresses. That's different. There's a difference between presentation and how you feel on the inside. I know I'm not explaining this very well, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions. And I don't know if I'm gonna have the answers to it, but maybe I need to be asked questions to give you a thorough explanation of how I feel. Sometimes I'm just wrong. Everything is wrong. Sometimes I'm right. Let's go. But am I really right? I don't know. This is why I'm still questioning things and why it's a process, because I don't know if gender fluid is the term for me. It's the term that I felt most comfortable with for the past 5 years, the one that I've most identified with. But heck, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a boy. Maybe I'm just a they. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. And there's that internalized transphobia sinking in. Am I actually overthinking things, or is it just my internalized phobia saying, Abby, is this real? Are you sure this is real? I don't know, Karen! Things I'm sure you might want to know. Do I bind? I haven't in a long time. A long time. I don't know, like a year. That's not that long. My binders don't fit me right now because I've gained weight. And you gain weight everywhere, even in the chesticles. So I haven't binded in a while. I remember, so like I got some crappy binders off of Amazon, from like my first binders. I remember when I got this, somebody gave me a check for like taking pictures, I think, and I literally cried because I was like, I can buy a nice binder now. I cried. We've talked about how I don't like my chest. We've talked about how that makes me uncomfortable. I do believe that is related. I've made videos with my hair up. Like, I don't know where my beanies are right now, but like full up, hair in a beanie, bangs back, like, ooh, look at that. Who is he? I don't know. Speaking of pronouns, thank you for asking what my pronouns are. I'm assuming you're asking because that would be nice of you. Well, I don't know. Since I have only like inwardly identified to like a few people, it's not been like super easy to like try different pronouns because then those people can only talk to those people with different pronouns. I have been referred to as she, her, they, them, and he, him by people. And there are different instances where those feel right. I can tell you one of the first times that I was identified as like a they, like, it made my freaking day. Like, I could not stop smiling. I was so happy. And that's the kind of stuff that makes me feel like it's real. You know? I have a really hard time with like thinking anything is real. So I like question everything. And like, this is no different. Basically what I'm saying is I'm comfortable with any pronoun. If I'm feeling more masculine, maybe I would prefer he, him. See, and then I'm like, am I trans? Because that feels right. Ah! Do I identify as transgender? Yes. In the overarching term that is transgender, I do believe that it fits me. Would I go up to somebody and be like, I'm transgender? No, I wouldn't. That could be because of the current state I'm in. That could be because I'm still questioning things. That could be because of internalized phobia. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, but I didn't think I could. And I know people don't get it. I know some people watching aren't gonna get it. And like, I know family isn't gonna get it. And so then I'm like, is it even important to talk about? Is it just gonna hurt more? But it shouldn't matter. This video is just a long descent of me spiraling in my brain. You're welcome. So I debated, just so you know, in this video, talking about whether I identified as questioning my gender or whether I identified as gender fluid. And that was weird for me because for the past 5 years, I have identified to people as gender fluid. Like, it's not hard for me to say to like John, I am gender fluid. That's not hard for me to say to like people that are close to me. So why is it hard for me to say I'm gender fluid to a camera that's gonna go on the internet? Sure. But why is that harder for me to say than it is to other people? I even remember saying in high school that I should have been born a boy. Do I want to be a boy or do I want to be a boy? Those are the same question, but they are different. My descent into madness. Ha ha ha. A whole part of me really wants to chop off my hair. Not as big of a jump as top surgery, but it's still a big jump. Things I do to make me feel more like a boy. Wear my hair in a beanie, wear snapbacks, wear like loose-fitting clothing, be all like, Okay, I'm not sure what I'm saying anymore in this video, so I think it's probably time for the video to end. Even though I feel like I said nothing. So please ask questions. want you to ask questions because I want to think about it. I want people to make me think, and I want to have to answer those questions. Well, not have to. I don't have to do anything I don't want to. Let me just say that. But you know what I mean? Please be nice. She said hopefully. He said hopefully. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably watch Halloween Town, honestly. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.